Taurus. Hi, how are you? I hope you're well. I'm going to pull you some cards. Hope Christmas went alright for you. I'm not sure when I'm going to put this reading out. Sometime in between Christmas and New Year, I guess. I'm going to have a quick look at past energies, current energies, and where those energies might be taking you, bearing in mind everyone has free will, you and other people. It's a general reading, I'm not focusing on any particular area of life. What comes up in the energies is what comes up. To a certain extent, it's for you to take the energies, apply them to your life as you see fit. You know, when I speak about the energy of a person, you might recognise it as a family member, someone else might recognise it as a romantic partner. Having said that, sometimes I do narrow down the focus, depending on what comes through, or yeah. But a little page of cups showing its face for you. A small little offering of love, possibly an apology. It's a collective reading. I'm pulling on collective energy. If it doesn't fit, don't take it. Check out your other placements, whatever. The whole thing might not represent your story, but just certain parts of it might. You know, if you found this reading, if the title appeals to you, there'll be something in here for you. It just might not be on the surface. It might take a bit of digging, so I strongly recommend sticking around as well, because what I do is I'll look at surface energies and then we use some different decks to get underneath and dig, okay, and different layers are revealed and things aren't always what they look like on the surface. Anyway, let's get you some past cards. But yeah, just use your intuition and discernment to take what's right for you, please. Okay, past energy for Taurus, please. Whoa, all right. Thank you. Something coming to an end here, but not in a sad way. The world is normally a happy ending. The end of a cycle. It is in reverse, but you know, it's still that last card in the major arcana, so it's something cycling out. There's some sort of feeling of accomplishment behind this, actually. In fact, some of you might be finishing a job, a particular career of yours is coming to an end, I think, here for a lot of you. Bittersweet. I want to say it's bittersweet. Gosh, it may even be something that you've done since you were a child, and you're having a major redirection of where you're putting that pentacle energy, that in this instance that's that career focused energy. Either way, I see a Taurus here who in the past is in a very individual energy, very focused on perfecting their craft, very accomplished, but there's also this idea of redirection, redirecting that career energy. And the Six of Cups, this is why the Six of Cups is often points us to our past. So this is why I feel like this is something that you've been doing for a long time. But I really sense that you are, I don't know, something seems to be coming to an end regarding your career here. Let's get current energy. Current energy for Taurus, please. Thank you. A reverse King of Cups. A reverse Seven of Swords. Some sort of self-deception is going on here. And I think it's surrounding your love energy. What's that all about? Current energy for Taurus. Current energy for Taurus. Give me one more card for... Yeah, alright, thank you. Wheel of Fortune. I mean, I do see this as a continuation of the world energy, this kind of turning point, redirecting something new, but there's something here about self-deception regarding love. I'm feeling this King of Cups. He's come out in reverse. I'll show you him upright. I'm feeling this King of Cups as a very guarded King of Cups. Yeah, you may be male or female, that's not the point. But you seem to be in an energy of being very guarded about giving out love. I'm not necessarily tying this into this career energy that I spoke of. I don't know. Future, let's look at future for Taurus, please. Future energy for Taurus, please. A Ten of Wands. Ah, Page of Pentacles. That's you starting down. That's you starting down on your new career path. That's you. There's like an energy of an apprentice about this. I nearly said apprentice back there. In fact, if you rewind, I may have done and forgotten. I don't know. It's hard work. It's hard work. Possibly harder than you were expecting. To be applying yourself to something new. I get the impression that you feel like you're doing this quite late in life. Because I feel you've been doing this for a long time, whatever's up here. It's on the bottom of the deck, a Five of Pentacles reversed. Like I say, this is something you've been doing since you were a child. I don't know how old you are, but I get the impression that a lot of you are like probably about my age. So it's not too late in life. But there's a bit of a creeping feeling that somehow it is too late in life, and like, do I have the stamina and perseverance to do this? Well, we'll get under it. We'll have a look, my loves. But you know, you don't need me to tell you, you know, the answers to that. But we'll get under the energies and have a look. I've got to unband all my cards because I had them all packed ready to go on a long journey for Christmas, and then I've had to cancel. But that's me. You don't need to know about me. Let's look at the overall energy of your reading. Ah, right. This is a love situation, I think, for many of you, but, you know, apply it as you see fit to whatever relationship makes sense. But somehow you're being really stoic about love. I don't have any feelings for you. It's not meant to be. I'm calling bullshit, Taurus. I don't know what's going on, but it's like you're putting yourself out in the cold from this love situation. Like you're insistent it's not meant to be. It's not meant to be. It's not meant to be. I would believe it, possibly, if it wasn't for this reverse Seven of Swords. This reverse Seven of Swords is telling me that you're deceiving yourself. You've put yourself out in the cold. I don't know why you've done that. We'll have a look at it later. Let's get under this past energy then, which I feel relates to a career thing for most of you. I mean, sure, Six of Cups can be a soul bond, but I'm not... It feels bizarrely separate to this love energy, and yeah. Seven of Swords again, reversed. I don't know. But yeah, I feel like there's some sort of bittersweet ending here, so take that as it applies. I mean, it could be a love situation for some of you, but it's coming through strongly as a career for most of you. But, you know, this is the thing with collective energy. It's all a bit... I don't know how to say. It's a lot sometimes. It feels like a lot. Show me more about this world then. I'm feeling a sense of freedom in this world card. Like, I feel like you've become quite accomplished at your profession, sort of hit a lot of milestones, but it's like this is the final, you've hit the final milestone here or something like that. It's like you don't feel you can take this any further. It's almost like you don't feel it's a challenge for you anymore. I mean, and you're not coming across as arrogant at all, by the way, but it's almost a feeling as like there's nothing more for me to learn about this. Which does sound quite arrogant when I say it, but it's not feeling like that. It's more that there's not the desire there to learn any more about this. It's like you've reached a limit with it somehow, and it's not it's not super painful, you know, like it's not a 10 of swords or a 3 of swords, but it's bittersweet, I think. Okay, tell me more about this world card, please, for Taurus. Tell me more about, it's, yeah, like the end of an era or something. Tell me more about this. It's that page for you again. Did that page not show its face before I got you any cards? It did, didn't it? But it didn't fall, so I'm not going to take it. The 3 of Cups reversed. Yeah. You just don't feel the same about this as you did. Ace of Cups. The Star. The Star is a long-term goal, right? So like when you were a kid, this career path that seems to have come to an end in this past energy here, it was, you know, like a long-term wish, a long-term goal. And I feel like you've kind of grabbed that star. Yeah, it's like you've grabbed that star. It's like you've achieved all you feel you can achieve in this particular area of life. Like, of course you're not some absolute master of it, really, because that would be arrogant and wouldn't make sense logically or just at all. But it's like, I've taken this as far as I can take it. Goals. And it's like, you know, once you loved it and you still love it, but it's like the emotion towards this career, whatever it is for you, it just doesn't flow the same as it used to. It's like I say, take the energy and apply it as you see fit, but it feels like something quite practical in nature. I mean, it might not necessarily even be like a paid for job. It even could be like that your children have sort of turned 18 and your children have moved out. It could be something like that. That would sort of fit the energy, to be fair, as well. It's given you a great load of confidence. It's given you loads of skills that you can transfer to other parts of life. There's some sort of end of a era here. But you are very confident in your craft, whatever it is. Yeah. But it's, I keep coming back to this idea of arrogance, because when I sort of describe the energies, it does almost sound arrogant, but that's really not the feeling I get. But it's just like, because you feel such confidence towards it, almost, it's like it doesn't feel like a challenge anymore. And I think you want a challenge, and yeah, sure, you're going to get one in the future, I can see that, but I think it's a challenge that you can totally embrace. But somehow it just, like, you're so confident in this area, it doesn't feel like a challenge anymore. 8 of Pentacles, tell me more about this 8 of Pentacles, please. Is there anything more on this 8 of Pentacles, please? Is there anything? 4 of Pentacles? 4 of Pentacles. So you can't give to it in the same way. You see, this is an energy of holding back. You can't give to it in the same way. Like, the passion for it isn't there in the way that it used to be. Like I say, that 3 of Cups reversed, that flow, it's just, your energy just isn't flowing towards it in the same way. Ace of Cups, it's something you once loved, but the energy isn't flowing to it in the same way. You just can't give to it. You can't give your energy to it. You want to give your energy to something else. You want a new challenge. A new Pentacle challenge, and it's coming up in your future. It is your current. I don't know what that's all about. It feels like it's about something different. Anything else on this 8 of Pentacles, please? I don't know. Well, I think I do know why you're not giving to it anymore, because you just don't feel there's anything left to give. A reverse Sun. It doesn't quite bring you the same happiness it used to. you know, the Sun is a very happy card still, even in its reverse state, but it's like it just doesn't quite bring you that happiness and that sense of fulfillment that it used to. And the Ten of Swords. Did I not say earlier this ending is not painful? It's not a Ten of Swords. I love it. I love it when cards like that come out and make me look stupid. But do you know what? It's all good. This shit all comes in for a reason. It's about humility, isn't it? And I think you are going to need a certain amount of humility in your future here, because it's going to be a challenge. You're going to get things wrong. You're going to feel like a school kid, basically. Stuff's going to be thrown up and you're not going to be expecting it, that sort of thing. That is interesting though, that Ten of Swords. But I did say bittersweet. You know, so there's a great feeling of accomplishment, and you've loved this for a long time and you've put a lot in it and it's brought you a lot of happiness, that Sun energy. But anything coming to an ending, there is that bit of pain attached to it. I know I was like, oh, it's not a Ten of Swords, it's a world, it's not a Ten of Swords. But the Sun and the Ten of Swords next to one another, you couldn't really find two cards to better say bittersweet, to be fair. So I stick by it. Tell me more about the Six of Cups, please. Tell me more about the Six of Cups. Tell me more about the Six of Cups, please. The Magician reversed, yeah, the King of Swords. I mean, this is someone, you know, who's very high up in their field. It's a king, you know, like you possibly have been in a position here where you were leading other people, you know, like where you were in charge of a team of other people, similar to you, and because you've got a lot of experience, you've been doing it a long time. The Magician in reverse, you see, the Magician is a card that tells us we have all the resources to do something. The passion, the cups, the emotions, the pentacles, i.e. time, effort, finances, and what's the other suit in tarot, please? Somebody just remind me while my brain goes crazy. Swords. The logical reasoning and the intellect, okay? The Magician tells us we have all those resources to be able to do the thing. Now it's come out in reverse, so this tells me that you don't have all the resources to do the thing anymore. And I think that comes back to what I've already said. And I would say the main resource you don't have anymore is the wands. It's that creativity, that spirit, that desire, because you've certainly got the swords, you know, you have the intellect to do it, to continue doing it if you wanted to, although not necessarily the logical reasoning aspect of that card. The cups, you know, your cups aren't flowing towards it either, you know, so it's like these resources that the Magician uses to make the thing happen anymore. The fact this card has come out in reverse tells me that you don't wish to put your resources towards this thing anymore, even though it's something you've done for a long time. And you know, the six of Cups in reverse, it is looking back fondly on stuff. It is fond memories. So yes, it's bittersweet. It's bittersweet. Anything else on the Six of Cups reversed here? Anything else? Oh, thank you. A Five of Wands. A bit of conflict. Yeah, a bit of conflict about this ending. Bittersweet, I tell you. It keeps coming back to that. It keeps coming back to that. Yeah. I wonder what it was for you, Taurus. Hey, tell me. Tell me what you've been wrapping up after, you know, just doing it for years. It's going to be so different for all of you. There's not really any point me even trying to say, is there? But I am so nosy and I love tarot so much. I could be here for days. Let me see, just for some of you, because you know, it's going to be different for all of you, but it'll just be further confirmation that this is your reading if if what I say makes sense, but it won't be right for all of you. So what is this? Ooh, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's hit. It's sort of hit the peak of its growth. You can't grow this career anymore. But you've Emperor. You've really risen to the top with the King of Swords and the Emperor. I do feel like you've kind of risen to the top, whatever it is. But maybe I'm not going to be able to get what it is, and it's probably futile me trying because there's too many of you. A reverse Eight of Wands could involve travel for a lot of you. Oh, Ten of Wands. It's that burden again. That feeling of burden. So, yeah, you don't have the same enthusiasm towards it. It's I just think you need more of a challenge, and the lack of challenge means it almost feels like a burden. Like you're just going. What's the phrase I'm looking for? You're just going through the motions, like turning up to do this job or whatever it is. It's not exactly a job for all of you. I don't know how else to put it, but this way of spending your time, turning up to do it, it's starting to feel like you're just going through the motions. It's like you're not present, you're not really there, you're dreaming about other things. You've grown it as far as you can grow it. You've got as high up as really you want to. Not necessarily as high up as you can, but as high up as you want to with it. It could involve travel for some of you. It could be the type of... Oh gosh, it could actually be that you've been travelling for the last however many years, and you want to stop travelling and you want to kind of settle down and, have more of a fixed home. Just because you've got the Eight of Wands reverse and the World reverse, which are both cards that indicate travel, that's all. Do I want this deck? I don't think I do want this deck, current energies, actually. I think I'm going to move to the Witches. No, I'm going to move to Lightseers. Excuse me while I unband my deck. There we are. So let's look at your current energy then. I don't know, there's something here about... There's some denial of feelings or something here, I'm telling you. Let's look at this reverse King of Cups. Tell me more about this. Tell me more about how I can actually shuffle effectively, hey? Tell me more about this reverse King of Cups for Taurus, please. Tell me more about this reverse King of Cups for Taurus, please. A Five of Cups. Regrets, loss. Two fives. Oh, there is strong energies of change in this current, which makes sense. There's a bittersweet ending here, and now we're moving into your current energy. It's like you're on a turning point, you're on the cusp of something. I mean, it makes sense for the time of year. It makes sense not only because we're ending 2022 and we're going into 2023, but also because we've just had the winter solstice. The Wheel of Fortune makes total sense. It's that turning point. The days are getting lighter. It's that turning point in the year. This is a very seasonal card. And it can happen just when you're on the turning point of quite a big life change, actually, that's just going to have a big effect on you, like just a big turning point. But this is emotional loss, sadness. It came out sideways. I don't feel that you're... it's come out to clarify the King of Cups reversed. It's come out sideways. We've got a reverse Seven of Swords. I feel like you're not particularly acknowledging this loss, but I don't feel like it relates to this. It could connect to this in some way. It could be that the friendships that are associated with this, or a particular love interest that could be associated with this, perhaps. Or I don't know, it feels like some sort of love interest. Tell me more about this reverse King of Cups, please. Tell me more about this reverse King of Cups, please. Thank you. So we've got reverse Nine of Swords. That's, yeah. And reverse Four of Wands. You see, Four of Wands is a union. It is. But in its reverse form, with the surrounding cards, it feels like a union that has come to an end. I feel like you've ended it, Taurus, or you've separated or distanced yourself from it in some way that means you're now out in the cold, but it's like you put yourself there, Taurus. So I don't know. I'm not saying it was the right or wrong decision. I don't do that. And God, if I ever do that, just blooming pull me up on it, for God's sake. It's just not right for me to say that. But I'm wondering about it purely because there's some sort of self-deception going on connected to it. Some sort of self-deception, denial of something. We'll get underneath that in a minute. But, you know, there is a feeling of anxiety tied in with this reverse King of Cups, this cutting off. You've stopped giving your cup to someone, which of course, well, not of course, but I feel it therefore means they have stopped giving their cup to you, and so now you are out in the cold. Yeah. I'll just show you. Oh, they came out reversed, but I'll show you them upright. I do like to show people the cards because, you know, there's imagery on the cards that you can maybe connect with as well. I mean, Four of Wands also is about celebration, celebrating how far you've come, which does tie into this sort of sense of achievement in a career-ish way, a Pentacles-ish way. Doesn't 100%. I can't quite put my finger on it. So if this does resonate with you, please let me know in the comments what I'm talking about, because I can talk about the energies, but the actual 3D example to go with the energies in a collective reading especially, sometimes it's a bit hard to put your finger on. So if that made sense to you, but I didn't exactly say the exact thing, I'd love to know. Makes me a better reader if I get that sort of feedback as well. And you know, yeah. You know, let's get under this Seven of Swords then, Taurus. Taurus, you are deceiving yourself. Tell me more about this Seven of Swords for Taurus, please. Tell me more about this Seven of Swords. Thank you. It's the Four of Pentacles again, but it's reversed. Are you really just... Okay, I'm going to get more. It's come out under this, like... And this energy related to not being able to give any more to this situation. So for some of you, there may be some sort of self-deception around what you can give to this situation and whether you truly can give any more to this situation. I don't know. Tell me more about this Four of Pentacles, please. Thank you. That's a lot of cards. A Queen of Wands. A Moon. The Wheel again. Nine of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Connecting to your future. Why is your Queen of Wands under a moon in your current energy? A moon underneath the Seven of Swords. This is very hard for me to get to, Taurus. You are hiding this so strongly from yourself. I don't know if I can get to it. It's under a Seven of Swords and it's under a moon. That is some serious burial. And actually, it feels like it does connect to your past, Taurus. What? Oh, this is hard. I don't know if I should even try and go there. I don't think the Taurus that's watching this even wants me to go there. And we've got a wheel reversed and a wheel upright. We've got a very flip-flopping energy here. You're burying your passion, and Queen of Wands is passion towards... I mean, we did see conflict here, didn't we? I mean, I didn't pick up on it in this past energy at all. I didn't pick up anything about actually wanting to continue on with this path, actually feeling that there was more that you could achieve on this path. I didn't pick up anything there, and now I am doing. But no wonder I didn't pick up on it there, because it's under a moon, which is under a 7 of Swords. That is very, very buried. There's a lot of layers to peel back to get at this. What is this then? Well, there is a feeling here of that you could have given more to this. See, this is why I always tell people to stick around, because you peel the layers back and you get more and more, and sometimes it does contradict what I originally say. Because sometimes, you know what, I've never said that at the beginning of a reading before. I've never said to people about sticking around and getting under layers like that. I've never said that at the beginning of a reading before. But yeah, I said it today, and now we're getting that type of reading. Don't mind me. Right, what's underneath these layers? There's some passion. There is some passion remaining towards this job that feels quite buried. I mean, we did say it was bittersweet, and we do have the 5 of Wands. We do have that conflict, but I didn't expect to see so much passion under a moon. I have to say, Taurus, you have hidden yourself from me very well. Very well. Especially with that 4 of Pentacles as well, because the 4 of Pentacles up here was telling me, well, there's nothing else I can give. And now we're saying, there is more I can give, but I am hiding it from myself. I will not admit that there is more I could learn here. I don't want to admit that there's more I could learn, that there's more I could give. Why then? 4 of Pentacles was attached to a 10 of Swords though, so maybe that should have been my clue. I don't know. Why have you put this energy under a moon? Why have you put this energy under a moon? This is some sort of external influence. Why have you put this energy under a moon? This is fascinating. Why is this energy under a moon for Taurus, please? Reverse Queen of Pentacles. Reverse Queen of Pentacles. Reverse Queen of Pentacles is I'm alright, Jack. Especially like in a not very convincing way. Two of Cups. Huh. Oh my god, this is really specific and weird. There's probably about one person out there who this reading's going to make sense to. 2 of Cups. 2 of Cups. So back here, this career, this whatever it is, I'm going to just keep calling it career, even though I don't think that's quite right for all of you. You've put an end to it because of a love interest. You've distanced yourself from it because of some sort of love interest. This reading's crazy complicated. Oh my god. You're denying your passion towards something. You're denying a feeling of being able to give towards something. You're saying, no, I'm done here. I'm the master of this. I've got as high as up as I can get. I've done as well as I can get. I don't need to give it to this anymore. It's not bringing me any benefits to give to this anymore. The people I'm giving to, it's not giving them any benefit for me to give to this anymore. My time here is done. My time here is spent. I have no passion towards this, no desire to give towards this. It's all under a moon. I think the real reason for holding back, for not giving to this anymore, is because of some sort of love situation or some sort of energy between you and another person that you don't want to look at, and it's linked back to your reverse King of Cups. It's you pulling your cup away from someone that's connected to this whole situation. You're pulling your cup of love away from someone that's connected to this whole situation, in the same breath as leaving the actual situation behind, and you're telling yourself that the two aren't connected. So a real life example of this would be a career that you're very invested in. You fall for someone at work. The situation between you and this person becomes so painful. It could be a kind of unrequited love type of thing, or they can't be with you for some reason, like maybe they're married or something like that, and it's so painful that you therefore leave that job, and you're telling yourself that you're leaving the job because you've achieved as much as you can achieve. You don't have any passion towards it, but you do have passion towards it, and you do have stuff to give towards it, but you've got it under a moon and under a Seven of Swords. And your Two of Cups, your actual, I don't know what happened with them. You know, it doesn't have to be a love interest as such. It could just be a very strong friendship that's gone a bit wrong. It's not meant to be. You're saying it's not meant to be between you and this person, between you and this job. I don't know. It's all under a moon. Goodness me. I've never known anything like it in a reading. Taurus. Let's find out more about this Wheel of Fortune for you. So that's just an example that would explain the energies. Obviously, it's not like that for all of you, but I have to give examples to explain the energies I'm feeling. Okay, so I hope that makes sense to you. I've just got to pick some cards up that I've chucked on the floor. Oh God, it's getting hot in here. These readings do make me hot though. Okay. Wheel of Fortune. Tell me more about this Wheel of Fortune for Taurus. I mean, there's some aspect of this that feels quite fated. The Wheel of Fortune comes out because it's fated. A fated connection. Like you were meant to cross paths with this Two of Cups person, but you know, you cut. I don't know. It's like you've ended this career type thing, but you've also like put yourself out in the cold in relation to like a love relationship with the reverse King of Cups, with the Five of Cups. Feels like you've just cut your emotions off from someone, and I don't know. There's some sort of denial here. I don't know. Piece it together how it makes sense for you. Collective readings are a... Oh my God, did you see that? Collective readings are a trip. I just thought I'd throw my cards everywhere. It's really helpful, isn't it? Okay. Tell me more about this Wheel of Fortune, please. Tell me more about this Wheel of Fortune. Thank you. A Three of Cups. A Page of Pentacles connecting you to your future. The wheel is turning. The wheel is turning. This is what's on the other side of the wheel. There's the energy of reunion here. I'm going to be honest. Your Two of Cups is going to a Three of Cups. Five of Pentacles again on the bottom of the deck. Do you know what? I almost feel like almost feel like in leaving behind this kind of career, job type situation, and investing your pentacles somewhere new with the Page of Pentacles twice, it's allowing this Two of Cups to grow. This situation whereby you've had to reverse your King of Cups, where you've had to cut off your love. It feels like this is an energy of a reunion. You withdrew your cup of love with the King of Cups, but all this past activity, leaving this behind, this bittersweet ending, has allowed you, it seems, to have some sort of reunion with this person, or rekindling of that relationship. So perhaps, you know, you being in the same workplace meant that relationship became unworkable. You know, to continue on my example from earlier, being in that same workplace meant your relationship was unworkable, but you leaving, that allows that flow of emotion. Because what did we start out with under the World? It was a Three of Cups reversed, and then the Three of Cups has become upright. Look, your flow of emotions being unlocked somehow here. Yes, in a sense, that's towards your new Page of Pentacles, your new investment of your time and effort towards learning something new. But it feels as well like, because of the way we've got the Two of Cups, the Three of Cups, the growth from the Two of Cups to the Three of Cups, it also, to me, feels like it allows you to offer your cup towards a person that previously you had withdrawn your cup from, and that caused you a lot of sadness, a lot of anxiety. I mean, we've got two cards here, three cards really, four cards really, that tell me you've withdrawn your emotional energy from a romantic situation, and I think that's something that's happened for most of you. Yeah. This reading is crazy. I mean, I'll put it out because it's going to make sense to someone, but yeah, sometimes I think readings are really incoherent and they make total sense to someone, so that's good, isn't it? It's got very specific. I don't normally get that specific, but it was like the only way I could explain the energies was by giving that very specific example. So I really hope if that specific example isn't yours, it still makes sense to you in some way. Okay, let's look at future energies now for Taurus. A reverse Emperor. Kind of reverse, sideways. Tell me more about this Ten of Wands, please. Tell me more about this Ten of Wands. There's a certain feeling of instability in your future here, I'm going to be honest. Yeah. Certain stuckness. Conflict. I can only say what I see, my loves. Seven of Wands reversed. Certain difficulty in standing up for yourself here. Christ, I'm sorry to see this. Oh, God. Right. It takes me to back over there because we've got a Ten of Wands and an Emperor and a Five of Wands. This energy is taking me right back to up here. It's... oh, my God. Taurus, Taurus, Taurus. I don't know what to say. just there's a lot of burden here, and it feels stuck. It feels stuck, and something's stopping you standing up for yourself here. Conflict. The Hanged Man heartens me a lot. The Hanged Man is a beautiful card. It's a beautiful energy. It's slow. It's slow. But what it is it's someone, and I see you, it was in reverse, so I see you coming out of this energy in the future, which is nice. I'm showing it to you upright, but it was in reverse. This is someone who is getting to know themselves spiritually, who is getting to understand their spiritual needs. Hanged Man energy allows you to get underneath your moon. It allows you to get underneath your Seven of Swords reversed. It does allow you to get under whatever you're hiding from yourself. And I do think, here I do see you unlocking a little bit of what you are hiding from yourself, because I see growth from a Two of Cups to a Three of Cups, and your previous Three of Cups has been reversed. So however those energies, translated for you, there's growth of some sort, and an unlocking of an emotional flow, which is only positive. Okay, the stuckness seems to come back in again in the future, in a way that requires you to be even more honest with yourself than you were being here. But the Hanged Man tells me that you're absolutely capable of doing that, Taurus. Because the Hanged Man is someone who is going to, pausing, resting, actually accepting that they can't take action now. They just can't. Wheel of Fortune, it's not the right time. You know what? This energy actually is totally reminiscent of, and this is Timeless Tarot, so whenever you found this tarot is good for you, but I know I'm going to put this out in between Christmas and New Year, and it is that that is so representative of the energy I'm feeling. It's like a lot of shops aren't necessarily open when you want them to be, a lot of businesses aren't running their services how you'd like them to be, okay, I'm going to use a personal example now. My car's fucked. It needs fixing. I can't get it to the garage and fix it. This is a very superficial explanation of the energies that I'm feeling, but I've got to give you something coherent, else I'm not doing my job. So this is the energy of, well, there's just nothing I can do at the moment. There's just nothing I can do. I'm stuck. Yeah, it's that sort of thing. So it is that in-between time as well. In between Christmas and New Year, it is that, the idea of whatever I need to do to fix this situation, it's just not available to me. It's just not available to me at the moment, The shop is shut. It's like, maybe no, you want to see your therapist or something, but the therapist office is just closed. I don't know, or you really want to get stuck into this new area of study that I see some of you doing, but it's just like, well, it's not term time. It's just not term time. It's just not that time. Something like that. I hope that makes sense. But that pause, that forced lack of movement, that say you're off work, that forced holiday time, it's like it means you're going internally and actually working shit out about yourself, which you need to get onto this moon in this Seven of Swords. Who am I to tell you what you need to do? But the cards are encouraging you to think about getting onto that. I don't like to sit here and give advice, and I hope it never sounds like I'm giving solid advice. That's not what I want. All of this is about raising questions, and you're the one that answers those questions. Tarot doesn't answer those questions. I don't answer those questions. You're the one that answers those questions. And really the questions being posed are at you, for you. are like, you know, what am I hiding from myself here? Because I do see a Taurus who is hiding something from themselves. And in the future, I'd sort of see you being forced to look at it because of because a certain amount of conflict from the past is reappearing. Certain concepts around what are my own needs as a person, and how good am I at sort of firmly standing in that energy of being aware of my needs and expressing my needs, that sort of thing. But there's like the idea of timeouts. You know, often with the Hanged Man, you can see that T shape, can't you? It's like a timeout. Some sort of forced timeout. You're going internally. You know, you have the energy, you can resolve all this. If all this resonates, I do, you know, it feels very heavy, I'm not going to lie, but the Hanged Man, you have, it's there, the energy of being able to resolve, it's there. Okay, let's get on to this Page of Pentacles then. I do see some of you starting on a new course of study, starting on a new career, an apprentice, and it's like, I just get the idea that a lot of you have a lot of experience in a lot of areas of life. So to go into a situation where you are probably like one of the people with the least amounts of experience feels quite uncomfortable to you. And it's a bit of a like shock. It's like, whoa, can I do this? Do I have the perseverance to do this? Well, I think you do. Let's see how the cards want to speak to you. Tell me more about this Page of Pentacles, please, for Taurus. It's another Nine of Wands. Yeah. A Six of Swords. A star. This is your new star path. You see, what did I... Oh, and Judgment as well. You couldn't make it up. So, you know, there was up here, there was a feeling of like, I've achieved all I can achieve in this particular career. You know, and I do think that's right still. It's just there was something tied up around that I missed until I got under that Seven of Swords. So I will hold my hands up and I would say, yeah, I did miss that. A feeling of passion and being able to give to it that I thought you were done with, but you weren't. But you know, I spoke about the Queen of Wands as being transferable skills, and I stand by that, because I think that the skills that you've learned on the way to this star, that you're not on that star path anymore for whatever reason. This Page of Pentacles is opening up a new star path for you, and that is absolutely beautiful to see. It really is, because you know, I was a bit taken aback when I saw what was under this Seven of Swords, and I'm never ever going to sit here and tell someone they've made the wrong decision, but I was like, oh my god, is Taurus really okay with this decision that they've made? And can you even go back on it? I feel like there isn't any going back on it, to be honest. But whoa, to see a new star path open up for you, that's absolutely beautiful. I love it. It's hard. It's going to take a lot of hard work, a lot of perseverance, with the Nine of Wands out twice. It is. But look, Nine of Wands is quite a difficult energy, but this Page of Pentacles and this star, you know, they've reversed this Nine of Wands. So that's you coming out of that energy of finding it really, really hard to persevere and making progress and kind of sailing your ship onto calmer waters. It's nice. It's really nice. And this is all tied up with the Judgment card. It's come out in reverse. I'll show you it upright. This is this deck's version of the Judgment card. I know it says karma and you probably would associate that with justice, but no, this is it's number 20. Look, it's the Judgment card. So Judgment is about your calling. I mean, God, to have the Star and the Judgment out together, you know, this is your new life path that you're walking onto here, that you're stepping onto here, and you're stepping onto it very tentatively with a Page of Pentacles. These are big energies to have under a Page of Pentacles. I can see why you feel like, oh my god, I am not good enough for this. Everyone else has loads more experience. I'm 40, what am I doing with all these 17-year-olds? I don't know, something like that. Some sort of feeling like that. Star, Judgment. It's good. It's all good. It's all good, Taurus. You can do this. You can. You know, and to be fair, the Nine of Wands tells me you can do it anyway, because this is all about perseverance and like overcoming obstacles, and you definitely can. But that was some crazy shit with that Seven of Swords there, so I don't know what that is for you, and I hope I got the energies across to you okay, because, like, yeah, it was a bit like, what the fuck? Alright, Taurus, let's get you onto this Nine of Wands to finish, and then we can all go home. A Page of Wands, nice, because that is such an optimistic energy. It's just optimistic. I just see optimism in this energy, and like, what else do you need to overcome a nine of wands? Optimism is actually going to get you a long way to overcome this Nine of Wands, I will say that. A Ten of Wands reversed. You see, that's nice. Your Ten of Wands, that optimism of the page is reversing that Ten of Wands. I would absolutely say your advice from Spirit is to embrace that childlike energy. I don't mean like to be childish and shit, but you know, that childlike optimistic, it's like fool energy. Page of Wands is like a mini fool, so if you've ever heard me speak about fool energy before, you know, there's a certain naivety about it in a way, but it's just so, you know the enthusiasm a child has towards the world. You know, we can all relate to that energy still, right? That's beautiful energy to be in, to overcome this Ten of Wands burden, feeling of burden it is, which has come out, you know, 3 times in your reading now, so that's good. And I tell you what, I reckon the little snippet reads I did couple of days ago, I'm sure you got a Ten of Wands. You did. I remember now, you got a Ten of Wands reversed there as well. Everyone got bloody Ten of Wands in that reading, I tell you. So if you're feeling burdened and overwhelmed by responsibility at the moment, Taurus, you are not the only one, I tell you. The collective is feeling that. They really are. Anything else about this Nine of Wands, please? Anything else about this Nine of Wands for Taurus, please? What have we got? A Five of Swords reversed. I actually quite like that for you, because the Five of Swords is self-doubt, but you had it in reverse. So I do feel like this page energy is knocking any self-doubt to the curb. And, you know, we've already spoke about self-doubt. It was coming through when I was... loads of stuff I've already said completely relates to self-doubt. But it's next to this Page of Wands, this feeling of optimism, this childlike wonder. That's probably what a word I was looking for earlier. Yes, childlike wonder. It's lovely. I'm going to pull you an oracle card to finish, because I think this has been a fucking difficult reading, and I like to do that when we've had those sorts of difficulties, because I'll be frank, I think this bloody book says it way better than I ever can. So let's do that for you, Taurus. I guess I'm probably going to look at career and love when I go to the book for this, because we've had elements of that in both your reading. God, I hope it made sense. I apologise if it's a bit disjointed. When it's collective energy, I'm afraid sometimes it does come through a bit disjointed. I really hope it makes sense to you. Final message, please. Thank you for Taurus. Soulmates. Christ on a bike. Well, we got 2 of Cups right in the centre of your reading. I mean, what can I say? 4 + 1 reduces to a 5. I mean, we've got a lot of elements of change in your reading as well. Let's see what the book says for soulmates, because... like I say, I always go to the book for these oracle cards. It says it way better than me. 41, soulmates. Harmonious partnerships, love, friendship, companionship, and a relationship fostering personal growth. Okay, the oracle's message: you are meant to evolve and transform with the companionship of others. Certain people enter into your life in order to take you to the next level of healing, consciousness, and authenticity. It is always a reciprocal experience, although the results for each of you will vary. You know these people by the strong pull drawing you toward them, and sometimes by a strong aversion to them initially too. Soulmates can be friends for life or remain in your life for only a short time. No matter what, you will be changed in ways you can't possibly fathom now. Pay attention to these people today. They are your greatest gifts. Okay, if you're looking for a specific relationship message, here it is. Consider love in the deepest sense. Love so powerful that you will never be the same, regardless of how long your relationship lasts. Consider friendships and romantic bonds so compelling that they overwhelm you with gratitude, or break you open so you will finally claim who you were meant to be. I mean, I absolutely see a Taurus here who is claiming who they were meant to be. Star and Judgment, absolutely. Those are just those are like cards of your true path, your true calling in life. It's crazy. Even a companion animal reminds you that it is you who is being rescued and healed. Pay attention, for you are in the presence of a soulmate, come to guide you home to the real you. And your prosperity message, which is kind of like a career-ish message. Strategic alliances are most important right now as you begin to attract the perfect people to support your dreams. This is a journey you will share with others. Mentors, business partners, helpers, employees, creative partners, friends and strangers open doors for you and a step through the portal to join you in a harmonic dance of collaboration. I feel like this is a harmonic dance of collaboration. Threes are all about collaboration, commitment and co-creation. This is what you have been waiting for. Okay, my loves, I really hope that makes sense to you. I'm going to leave it there. What a crazy reading. I'd love to hear your comments. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. It helps the algorithms, helps the reading get out in front of, people who might find the reading of benefit. Subscribe if you haven't already, helps me pick up on your energy for next time. And I'll see you next time. Cheers, Taurus. Bye.